Today's class is lymphatic rinse. We're really gonna get any stagnation moving in your entire body. We'll start standing, no equipment necessary, taking your feet right underneath the hips, rolling the shoulders down and back. Let's take the hand onto the belly and we'll just find our diaphragmatic breath. So we're inhaling, allowing the belly to expand into the hand, and then you exhale, belly moves away from the hand. Big inhale through the nose, allow your abdomen to expand. Exhale through the mouth. A few more breaths here like this, just allowing yourself to connect in and relax a little bit. And a reminder that we want to try to maintain this kind of breath throughout class, and the specifics don't really matter too much, just making sure that you're still breathing, and I'll keep checking in and reminding you. Last big breath in here. Letting it go. Arms just fall and relax by the sides. We'll take the head and neck over to one shoulder and then the other. Okay, so we've got a soft bend in the knees and we're trying to just not hold on to too much tension here. So if you need to wiggle the jaw a little bit and just let that go so you can really settle in. And if it's not really releasing yet, don't worry. That's why we're here. Start to take this into a side bend. You go up and over to one side. Arms are loose. And then grow nice and tall. We go up and over to the other side. You might notice my gaze starts to soften here. So if yours does the same, you can feel free to soften your gaze. And just turn inwards a little bit. Okay, we're feeling this nice opening through the sides of the body, up near the neck, into the collarbone, starting to wake up that lymph system, especially that area where all of that lymph returns to drain back into your circulation. All right, on the next one over, we'll start to take this into a circle. Again, soft bends in the knees. So you take it over to the side, start to flex through the spine. You round it forward, bending a little bit deeper in the knees, and then come all the way up to the other side. We'll alternate, going up and over, and then round forward. Arms are really loosey-goosey here. They're not assisting you at all. And sure, the first few might feel a little bit stiff. If it's dizzying at all, you can always keep head and neck above the chest. We'll do a few more here. Reminding you now that we're settling into our movement to continue your breath. Going at your own pace, just allowing the movement to flow in your body. One more. Evening out both sides. And stand nice and tall. We'll take the fingers into this point right in the middle of the collarbone. So if you flex the spine round forward, you'll create a little pocket. Take some fingers in that pocket very gently. We'll open up extension and then flex it forward. So you're finding extension through the upper spine and then flexion forward. Allowing the head and neck to come with you. And you're just applying a light pressure, no motion yet in this spot, just kind of stimulating it with the fingers and your motion. This movement through the spine. So we're on top of the collarbones in the inner corner. Last one. Open, hold in slight extension, but open the chest back up. We've got these tiny drags down. So apply pressure, dragging down slightly. I'm using my index finger and my middle finger here, but you can always use middle finger and ring finger for a little less pressure if you're finding you're one of those people that just kind of digs in a little too deep. It's very light, dragging down. So you press down and just do a tiny motion down, down, encouraging this lymphatic system to open up at this terminal point. Keep breathing here. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll start to take one arm swing up and then the other, switching back and forth. Palms can be in or facing forward. You find what works for you, and you might notice I've got a soft bend in the knees, bounce in the knees going on, just kind of happen naturally. And I want you to just allow the body to kind of be that way. So whatever starts to happen for you, just let it happen. Arms don't have to go all the way overhead. If it feels a bit tight on the shoulders this morning, you find your own range of motion. I just want you to focus on fluidity. So it shouldn't feel too challenging here. You're allowing the body to find some momentum. Maybe you start to take a little twist away from that arm that raises overhead. I'm looking away, head and neck are involved. Again, you can keep them center if you get dizzy at all. There's the breath, it starts to flow. Can take a moment kind of to tap into that unrestricted breath. And then once you start, it's hard to stop. We'll do a few more here. Last two. And one. Both arms come by sides, finding an even deeper twist now. So you've got a soft bend in the knees, arms swing to the side, and you allow the torso to follow, really wringing out through the center. Maybe you give your hips a light tap as you go side to side, just stimulating the body to wake up. Allowing that expansive belly breath. Give me 4 and 3, last 2 and 1. Back to center. Now both arms up. Swing it back, both arms. And you can find your cadence here. We'll all move a little bit differently. Yes. My shoulders are starting to feel a little more open through the entire upper body. And that's really important, just to open up. That terminal point I talked about is where your lymph fluid drains. So we need to be nice and open in this area. You can have all the circulation going on that you want, but if you're not open there, nothing's gonna drain. All right, we're gonna start to turn this into a ragdoll. Holding the arms overhead, soft bend in the knees, allow yourself to fall over the legs. Swing up, rounding through the entire spine now. It's like you're just letting something fall off your back, all that tension, all that stagnation you're holding on to. Beautiful. Let's do a few more here. And again, this can be a dizzying one. So if head below the chest doesn't work, continue with that arm swing. Maybe you make it a little bit smaller. 2, or maybe you only do a few reps. Last one. Circling the arms down. Try to find a gentle bounce. Okay, notice how everything is really nice and loose. So my entire upper body is just kind of flowing with this rebound that we're creating through the feet. And we might start to feel really grounded at first, a little bit heavy now that we're starting to bounce. But we're gonna find this energetic lightness, like we're just lifting up and out of the floor with ease. Keeping that breath flowing and starting to feel that heat building a little bit more. We've got a good amount of rebounding in today's class. If it doesn't work for you, try a heel raise instead. Start to take the feet out and in, out and in. Again, upper body's nice and relaxed. Letting go of any stiffness in the arms. Out and in. Circulation going from the ankles all the way up to the head. Hold it wide, find that bounce. Shake out that upper body if you're holding on to it. You've got 8, 7, 6. This is a Pilates count for you. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just allow yourself to settle in this wide position. Taking a big inhale through the belly, and then exhale. We'll start to sit the hips back as you swing the arms forward, and then circle them up and around. Sit the hips back and circle. So once you've got the motion, you can start to find that flow and find that momentum. Arm swing. Open up. Maybe it feels good to take a peek towards the ceiling, finding a little expansion through the chest as you come up to standing and circle those arms around. So we're taking a little bit of a break from that rebounding, but we're still keeping that blood flowing, continuing to open up the upper body. A few more. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Now hold down in this squat, slight hinge forward. We'll take the arms one direction and then the other, and then you allow for a rotation to happen. Again, this is a momentum arm swing. Don't go too forceful though, because some people can tweak their lower back here. So I want you to have a nice flat back. You still feel lifted up and out of the core, away from the floor, like our Pilates principles. But the arms are creating this rotation with momentum. It's not just all control like we usually would do in our sculpt classes. And if it feels good, you can allow head and neck to come with you, or you can keep them center. I'm finding center feels nice for me today, so that's where I'm gonna stay. Maybe you notice you're able to access even more rotation as we continue on here. All right, let's do a few more. Give me 3, 2, 1. Holding down low, start to run those feet. Run those feet. Feel the vibration it creates all the way up the legs into the body. Maybe we start to sweep those arms forward and back. Forward and back. Big inhale forward and back. Keep going here. Really building that heat. Let the legs be loose. Let them jiggle. For 4 and 3. Start coming a bit more upright. And 2 and 1. And let it go. Keeping those feet nice and wide. Let's draw some figure eights, taking the hands into the groin. We'll sweep that left hip forward and back, and then right hip goes forward and back. Okay, drawing a figure 8. If figure eights don't work for you, and it's like, okay, my mind's not ready for this one yet, draw some nice circles for me. I just love the internal rotation that these figure eights allow us to access. Starting to warm up all the lymph nodes in the groin area. Catching our breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Let's start to reverse. You take the right hip back and around, left hip back and around. Now, whichever direction you did not start with is going to feel like the more awkward of the directions. If you're doing your circles, you can reverse them now. Once you start to get it, you can just allow the body to flow. And I'm just having my hands here on the groin so I can really feel what's happening deep inside the hips. All right. Give me 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Even it out on both sides. Back to center. Start to find that jump again, but we're adding a little twist. It might not be so noticeable up into the core when the feet are wide. It's more about the hips. Okay. Allowing that body to be nice and loosey-goosey. And then as you'd like, you can start to bring the feet in a little bit closer. Notice how it's starting to create a little more rotation through the center. And then you can walk them all the way in, back under the hips. A lot more twist here through the center. Love this one. Breathing through the belly. Woo. Nice work. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and land. Taking your feet into the middle of your space. We'll step the right foot up, right arm raises overhead. Step it out nice and wide. Left arm sweeps, find a twist as right arm reaches back. Sweep and lower. pressing up out of that right heel. It's like an articulation through the foot, stimulating that pump that brings the blood flow back up to the terminal point, back up to the heart. Finding this energetic lightness as you lift the knee. And you can always tap the toe in if the balance isn't working for you today. Still want you to maintain that fluidity. So no worries if you don't find that balance spot. A few more like this, allowing the arms to swing, allowing yourself to find that rotation. 2, on this last one, we'll hold it out. Hands come back to that groin area. Rotate that right hip out, come nice and upright. Sit down and back into parallel. We open and lower. You might feel the heartbeat down here in the hips. So we know the circulation is working. And you can feel this expansion through both hips as you externally rotate the right. Open up into upright. And then as you come back parallel hinge, you're closing them off slightly. So we're stimulating through motion. 2 more. You might get a little glute, inner thigh. Last one. Draw it all the way back up and in. Switching sides now. Left arm lifts, left leg lifts, and then step it side. We sweep and step. Okay, what I was talking about before is if that knee lift doesn't work for you, then you need to just find the tap. You're getting the same benefits. So don't worry if that's where you're at today. Again, the most important thing is not about core connection, control. It's about movement and fluidity and breath. Finding that slight rotation to the outside. Woo! As we come into that side lunge and you're pressing off that left heel, hairs in the mouth. This is our last little bit standing. We've got 3 more. And 2. On this last one, hold it down to the side. Hands come to that groin area. We open up and then lower down. Open it up and lower. I'm feeling a little more restricted in this left hip, so just check in on that and see if you can work through that range of motion, finding a little bit more space. It's external, upright, parallel hinge. And even though in these classes we're moving with fluidity, moving with more momentum, I do always want you to check in on your alignment, knees tracking in line with toes, just to keep the body safe. Last 2. You might notice you're starting to get a little bit of a wider stance. Last one. And then pull it all the way up and in. We'll circle the arms overhead and then round it forward as you sweep them down, allowing head and neck to hang. Maybe you grab onto the elbows and find a little swing side to side. Deep belly breath.